All right, guys, we have Patrik Romunenn who has a crazy testimonial in terms of work with me. Honestly, you know how it is with me. I just want him to share his honest thoughts on like when he first met me, where he was at with things, to where he's at now, traveling the world. I think he's in Bangkok, Thailand. So, Patrik, I'll let you
Yeah.
take it from here.
Yeah, I think it was really on my early days where I was just trying to start out something just like freelancing, and it wasn't building an actual business at that stage yet, but I saw like Trey's post on Twitter, like nowadays X, that he needs a funnel and a website built for his new firm called Brandosar, which is now like grown like significantly in the past like 1.5 years or something. Been very crazy to see that as well on the side, because I delivered the first version of the website, which is now afterwards, speaking with the team and with like the quality of like results that we can produce, I'm just like a little bit ashamed of the quality that I produced you. But it was my first like ever paid client, and it
No,
was
no,
you.
no, dude.
And then and after that, we kind of like started to work together on more projects, and like we got a very good like personal relationship as well. And Trey has brought me a ton of different kind of projects from abroad from me, because I'm a Finnish. Usually have just like my network in Finland, but working with Trey, I've got also like a lot of connections worldwide, new clients, stuff like that. Fast forward from that, I went to the military because in my home country it's mandatory. And then I got home from there, kind of like started from scratch again, because I wasn't able to work in the military, of course. And then we just continue with Trey, mentoring and just like coaching type of stuff. And then kind of like fast forward from like being in military in like 7 to 8 months, have a business that like does 20K plus per month, having a team of like 5 people at the moment. um, Traveling the world, yes, but personally, I don't prefer that in my this stage of life yet. But doing a little bit that, seeing the glimpses of the future life, we could say, and just overall being really happy working with Trey, and we will continue that as well from now, because the thing with online mentors is usually that they're after the money. They're after the 5K, the 10K, the 15K down payment that you put for a mentorship. And then you get thrown into a Discord with 400 different people, and you don't get that one-on-one touch, which is the one that actually brings results. And that's something that Trey does. Like, can put my hand on my heart and say that, because, yeah, just been an awesome experience and looking forward to continue from here.
For sure. And just to like give some people some like visuals here, like you had just at the time, like I think you didn't even know if you were gonna be able to get out of the military when you did. You
Yeah.
were pretty depressed about things. You were unhappy. You were at your parents' house, and you had reached out to me and was like, "Hey, dude, like I really want to work with you one on one, like in a closer way." And then
Mm,
we really got you back aligned on what really matters and,
yeah.
really focused on what you could control at the end of the day. And
Mm.
literally, dude, it seemed like it was so fast. In 90 days, it felt like you went from that situation to moving into what you would say at the time was like your dream apartment and the high
Yeah, of
rise,
course not. Yeah, of
being
course
around
now.
other
Like,
entrepreneurs, and
yeah,
now you have a girlfriend. Now you traveled the world since then. You're making more money than ever, and you're happier than ever, and you're in full control, and you feel like you're living the life that was meant for you, not feeling like you're missing something anymore, right? Which is the biggest aspect of it all. But like
mm,
again, you can kind of share
yeah.
that, that feeling of just like feeling like things were out of control and so on, to now like being in control of your life and realizing that you can do everything. You were burnt out in your business too, so you're making less but more frustrated, you're upset, you're doing things you didn't
Yeah,
want
I was
to do.
dependent on everything myself, because I for
Yeah.
too long I worked on it myself and just like as a freelancer. But that's probably something that maybe every other online business owner just gets started from, because you need to go on the field yourself as well if you want to be a master at something.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's a very important lesson as well. But yeah, it's pretty crazy now when to look back, because I just got a like memory on my phone that 1 year ago I was still like in the military suit with a gun in the fucking hand, and
Yeah.
now I'm sitting here in Bangkok and like fast forward the year, like I don't know, I'm just like a little like bad person of being like grateful of myself, because I'm always reaching to the next level and trying to
Yeah.
get there every single day, and always wanting to do something and not stop.
Yeah. And by the way, guys, he's not in his high rise in Finland right now. He's in Bangkok, Thailand. He's traveling because again, seems like you
Yeah.
just do whatever you want nowadays, right? Yeah. So you just literally like you travel whenever, you do whatever, and it's just like, dude, that's just like the feeling. And what that was like the ultimate goal. It's not just to help you make more money or any of that. It was just to remind you like how to live your perfect life, like what it is, like, hey, like how I feel like staying at the house and working on, projects I really care about. But then if you suddenly get the itch to travel, there's nothing, there's no one to tell you no. You can always do it.
Yeah,
And you
there's no
always set up
boss.
the
There's
right
no one.
systems
Yeah.
to fuel your dream life. Like you can have it all. You can make more money by doing less. You can be happier than ever. You can travel the world. You can stay at home. You can do what it's all your choice. And I feel like taking that power back, like really you know, helped you. So
Yeah.
ultimately, I know this is a bold
100%.
statement, but would you say that I changed your life, like me coming in and working with you one on one?
I've been actually thinking about that a lot because I haven't found an answer that someone else would have done that than you.
Hmm.
Of course, like a good like childhood with my parents and stuff like that. But then when you're an adult, you're responsible of your own life and building your career. And I've been always like that kind of person that wants to build
Yeah,
their own path, even though if you don't see the path, even if there is no path, but I will can create it.
yeah.
And
Hmm.
like
Yeah, yeah.
been of course like there's been a lot of different people in like I've
Hmm.
I'm trying to treat life as a bus that there will be always people that will hang around for a little time and maybe try to benefit from you or maybe try to like give you something, but they're not like true people. They're not like real friends or stuff like that. But then you, for example, like it's been pretty crazy that you were from my first client ever and you've changed my life from that. Like the moment when our meeting didn't work, even when I tried to close you with all of my like little to no sales skills, and you
Yeah.
say that you cannot hear me and you don't want to see any screenshots or anything like that. I was like, fuck. But then now I'm glad that you like took the leap as well to trust a fucking random guy from Finland. And now we're here. So
Yeah,
that is
yeah,
that.
bro.
Yeah,
When I had first met you again, like I like to think of myself as a genuine person. It's like I already told you, like what matters to me is just like is the honesty and the loyalty. And I
yeah,
could tell you were genuine and then once you showed up for me and you prioritized me, what did I do for you? I ended up bringing you thousands of dollars worth of clients and
yeah.
so
That's
on.
true.
And then obviously we eventually worked together one on one. And it's just you just had an amazing transfer. And again, like how old are you for anyone like wondering too?
Just turned 20, like ending of 25. So I'm like
Yeah.
205.
Yeah. Well, Patrick, I appreciate the time, brother. You're the man. And yeah, and we're gonna
No, you're
continue
the
to work
man.
together, guys. Yeah, we're gonna continue to work together, guys. I know Patrick's got some big goals for this year, and we're gonna make it a reality. Let's get it.
Yeah, 100%. Thank you.